Once upon a time, there was a little girl, and she was born into the world from the DNA of both her parents and told the rules of the world. Some things had to be experienced, but all in all, told how things worked in the world and how she should behave and what she had to do to become successful in the eyes of the world and everyone around her. But little did she know she was going to suffer from burnout and countless other ailments in her mid-20s to early 30s. The end. So just to basically give a conclusion before I go on into a rant, the moral of the story is don't put your identity shouldn't be your job and the amount of money that you make and your status, because COVID taught us, and I think we're in a Great Depression now, but so we'll just make it a twofer. COVID and the Great Depression told us that all of those things can be stripped away from you. And what happens when you have none of that? You're kind of a shell of a person, and you don't know what to do, and you're panicky and erratic and all types of different things. So that's the moral of the story. But because I am who I am, we're going to go off on a rant. I used to work really hard when I would work like full time. Like I don't work, well, sometimes I work full time. I shouldn't say that, but it depends on, well, the world's in a weird place right now, so I can just leave it there and you'll know exactly what I'm saying. So you know what? We'll say prior to COVID, because that's when things started to get weird. Prior to COVID, I used to work very, very hard. 40 hours. And then if I'd work a second job, that'd be like 15 to 20 hours a week. Butthurt about, oh my gosh, like why? How are they still getting paid the amount of money that I'm getting paid, and they don't even work as hard as I do, and blah, blah, blah. All these different complaints. But now, I look at those people like, you know what? Those people were geniuses, because they understood something that I didn't understand. They understood... They understood that it didn't matter how hard they worked, they would still get paid the amount of money that everybody else is getting paid. They understood that. They understood they could put the least amount of effort in and still get paid good money, or still get paid in general. They understood that. and they probably understood that they were replaceable, expendable. You know, they understood that they were expendable. They understood that they were still going to get paid no matter what. They understood that the company, I don't know, if they were short staffed, that they needed them, so they can't tell them to go home because they need their assistance. They understood all the things that the hard workers of society look past because I don't know what it is. They have a moral code, or they have common courtesy. You know, I don't know what it is. But even now, I think back to that and I'm like, man, those people understood something that I didn't understand until it was too late. You know, working too hard will get you nowhere except for burnout and, I don't know, health things, other health things. Maybe it'll leave you feeling like empty and low battery type shit. I don't know. But looking at, just to wrap this up really quick, just looking at everything that's going on in the world and all the realizations that everyone is having right now at this very moment. Everyone's starting to understand and see it now that hard work doesn't mean anything. If everything you thought you owned can be taken away from you, if hard work means you're still going to be homeless or starving, like it doesn't mean anything. And I think a lot of people are starting to understand, like, the reality of what we have going on here and how it's always been. But we were just too preoccupied with working hard to actually see it from the outside looking in. Because now everybody's on the other side now. Looking back at, oh my gosh, why did I do that? Or, see what I'm saying? Like, everybody's on the other side now, so they can see things clearly now. Because everybody pretty much is in the same boat now. So we're all on the other side looking at, oh shit, this is how it's always been. Like, why didn't we wake up sooner?